Ladies and gentlemen, you might know who this ugly mutt is in the picture that Trump is campaigning with, this Hyde-Smith witch down there in Mississippi. And most of you heard her remark about attending a hanging, no class whatsoever. So Trump to hold two rallies for Hyde Smith day before Mississippi runoff. Yeah, she does look like Hyde, doesn't she? She got the perfect name. Trump will hold two campaign rallies for the most racist candidate down in Mississippi, Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, the day before the runoff in Mississippi, tight Senate race. Our campaign is working hard for a big election day turnout. So the president's visit the day before the runoff will be a good boost to make sure all conservatives know they have a very clear choice in this runoff election. Hyde-Smith said in a statement Saturday. Yeah, she's real big on making statements. All right. The race headed to a runoff after none of the candidates got a majority of the votes. Hyde-Smith will face off against Democrat Mike Espy, a former U.S. Agriculture Secretary, in a November 27th runoff. In the first round of voting, Hyde-Smith split the Republican vote with conservative Firebrand and Trump supporter Chris McDaniels, who will not appear in the runoff. Hyde-Smith got about 42% of the vote, while McDaniels got around 17% and 41% of Mississippi voters supported Espy. The dual rallies suggest Republicans are concerned the Senate seat in ruby blood red Mississippi will be in jeopardy. Recent gaffes by Hyde-Smith have Democrats hoping they could pull off an upset in the Deep South, reminiscent of last year's Alabama Senate race, in which Senator Doug Jones defeated a deeply flawed candidate. Yeah, I remember Roy Moore. Boy, do I remember that. But, it was Black women, I believe, that pushed Doug Jones over the finish line. Of course, unappreciated. That's why these folks are not worth it. They don't appreciate your efforts at all. So since you don't appreciate it, you won't get it. That's the way I see it. Hyde-Smith first faced intense backlash after she claimed she'd be on the front row should a supporter she was campaigned with invite her to a public hanging. Well, maybe it should be your public hanging, Cindy. In referencing the one who invited me, I used an exaggerated expression of regard. No, that's not an exaggerated expression of regard. That is something that really happened a lot in Mississippi to Black people, especially men. That's not an expression of regard. I don't know where you came up. You must have pulled that one deep out of your ass. And any attempt to put this into a negative connotation is ridiculous. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, because people really lived through that and still are. People are still, men are still getting hung down there in Mississippi. And they also beheaded a Black man, and the head was left on a step. And you can look up that story. That happened, about a year or two ago? It wasn't that long ago. So no, she's full of shit. It's not ridiculous. Mississippi had the highest number of lynchings from 1882. It really should be to 2018. 1882 to 2018, according to the NAACP and Lisa Cabrera. Okay. Espy, who is running to be Mississippi's first Black senator since Reconstruction, ripped the comment as reprehensible and hurtful. Hyde-Smith also faced criticism after video emerged of her saying, maybe we want to make it just a little more difficult for liberal students to go to vote. You know what? If the GOP was so confident that you were going to win elections, then why do you have to do so much rigging? That says a lot right there. That tells me even you're not confident that you're going to win when you make comments like that. You don't even have confidence that you'll win. Okay. With the runoff already expected to be a low turnout contest, the comments have energized Espy's supporters, with Republicans hoping a presidential visit can do the same for their side. Trump won Mississippi by 20 points in 2016 and remains popular there. Yeah, I bet he is. Yeah, like that's a real shocker. But ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think of this article that came out in The Hill. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.